Hi, I'm Rasheed Ogunlaru, life coach, business coach and corporate coach. I just wanted to stop by to give you some tips in the event that you're trying to find a life coach or considering finding a life coach, because it can be daunting. How do you find one? How do you find a good one? How do you find the right one for you? The first thing is to ask yourself, well, do you want a life coach at all? You know, if you're really motivated, if you've got a really good network of family, friends, colleagues, contacts, and it might well be that you're a good self-starter and you might be able to do that all yourself without needing to spend the money on somebody like me, a life coach or any other kind of coach. Having said that, there are many people who have all of those things but who do decide to work with a coach as well. At that point, it's worth saying a little bit about what life coach is. You know, a coach is somebody who's a trained specialist who is there to kind of help facilitate you, to give that space, to help you look at where you are, where it is that you're going, and to help you move forward, and to help you keep focused and on track, and to help you with that process along the way. So again, that might well help you. Actually, do you need that help, or are you a good self-starter? If you're a good self-starter, you might have that sorted between you and your network. If you do choose to have a coach, then one of the first and quickest ways to start finding a coach might well be through your own network. Who do you know? Have a chat with friends, family, contacts, colleagues. Have they had a life coach? Would they recommend that coach? Did they feel the coach was any good? And then chat to the coach to yourself. It may well be just because they've been a good coach for somebody else doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be a good coach for you. It's such a personal thing that you really need to trust your instinct in terms of, do you feel a good connection with that person? Do you trust that person? Do you get a good energy from that person? And to quiz that person until you feel content that they are or they're not the right person for you. And you'll probably get a good sense very quickly if they're not the right person for you instantly. If you haven't managed to find a coach through your own network, then the next stage for most people is perhaps looking in directories or looking online. Online can be quite a good, effective, efficient way of finding a coach. There are portals, there are directories, there are listings of coaches, somewhere you can search via area, by specialist area of the coach, career, relationships, etc. The area that you're looking for, and perhaps via your zip code or your postcode in terms of finding a coach. But it might well be that you might want to do a broader search than that, and looking at the range of different coaches out there. Take a look at their websites. Take a look at what information they have about them. Some coaches will have some video either on their site or elsewhere. That can be really good, because that can be a really powerful way for you to get a sense of who they are, their energy, their vibe. This is such a personal thing that it's really important, again, that you get the right person for you, and you might be able to pick that up by hearing them audio or reading what they've written or seeing them visually, where you can get a sense of, actually, is this person that I even want to meet or see or work with? That's incredibly important. But I think that what's also very important is that you check out what their track record is. I think there's two qualifications for me that makes a good coach. One is, have they got that paper qualification of actually being a qualified coach? The second is, what's their track record? Who have they worked with? What they've done? On that second one, don't just take the coach's word for it. What other information is there on their website and elsewhere? Who have they worked with? How have they helped them? Read the testimonials closely, because that will give you a really good indication of that individual and the kind of people and whether they are right for you. With this whole process, do give some thoughts to what it is that you're actually wanting from the whole coaching process, and what kind of areas it is that you're wanting help with. Is it about your career? Is it about your confidence? Is it about your performance? Is it about relationships or other things? Some coaches specialise, and some coaches, like myself, will deal with a little bit of a whole range of those things, because in my particular case, I feel that, you can't separate the person from their relationships, their self-esteem, to how they perform at work. But different coaches will specialise in different areas often, and very often you may well have a take on whether you want somebody who specialises or whether somebody who can help you with a number of different areas. The choice is really, really yours. Once you've taken a little bit of a look, and perhaps you've got a number of different coaches that perhaps you've shortlisted, then one of the things I'd highly recommend is that you pick up the phone. This can be really powerful. Chat to them. Who are they? Get a sense of them directly. Ask them a little about themselves, how it is they work, how does the process work. After all, they're going to be helping you with all these different areas of your life. It's really important that you get a sense of whether they feel right for you. Some coaches will offer a complimentary session. Some of them will give you a taster. Some of them will give you a free consultation. I tend to just give people a little bit of time over the phone. I'm lucky, I'm quite established, just to chat to people. But even that process can be very, very powerful, of just chatting to them them, but do quiz that coach until you're quite comfortable about how the process works and how the price works and all the rest of it. Because it's really important that you feel comfortable with that person. On that note, it's really important that you don't feel pushed or coerced into the whole process. It's because then you know that that's going to be the wrong coach for you if you're feeling those kind of feelings. That should give you enough information for you to go away, to give some thought, some consideration about whether it's right for you now, whether they're the right person for you, and so on. And then you can begin that whole coaching process. And I wish you all the best with it. And I really do hope that you find the right coach for you. Just a quick word in the event that you're looking for a coach, if you perhaps run your own business, or you're thinking about running your own business, or in fact if you're in the corporate world, if you run an organisation or a team and you're looking for a coach there, many of the same things will apply here in both cases. In an organisation, well, first of all, give some thought to what areas is it that you're wanting that person to give you some help with. Is it about motivating a team? Is it about working with individuals? Is it about a mixture of that? What are the challenges that you face? Again, a good coach will be able to help you and to help you to get some clarity on that as well. And also in most cases, a coach will also go in and meet you there. And when I'm working with organisations, I'll go in and meet the organisation. So that gives you an additional kind of level of dialogue to help you to become clear about whether that's the right coach for you in that particular setting. Again, in business, if you're looking for a coach to work with in business, ask yourself a little bit about, well, what is it you're wanting? What help is it that you're wanting? You're wanting somebody just to help with your business. You're wanting somebody who can help you also with personally, and in terms of where it is that you are, your confidence. Give some clarity about what it is that you're wanting. But again, a good business coach will be able to help you get that kind of clarity in terms of what it is you're wanting, what your goals are. But again, it's really important in all of those cases that you get the right personality fit for you and your organisation, and do ask questions until you feel quite comfortable. Whatever your circumstances, I want to wish you all the best, personally, professionally, and in your relationships. Take care.